6 secrets from centenarians that keep them strong and thriving. Deep lessons you can use today. Have you ever met someone over 100 who still greets the day with a smile? Maybe you've seen them at a farmer's market, walking slowly but steadily, or heard their laughter drift out of a cafe. There's something magnetic about people who age with strength and joy. It's not just luck. Over and over, centenarians, people who reach 100 and beyond, share habits and attitudes that support longevity and vitality. Today, we'll explore 6 of those habits in depth. For each one, I'll share a short human story, explain why it matters in plain language, and give practical steps you can try this week. These are realistic, gentle changes for real life. Secret 1. They move every day, consistently and purposefully. Many centenarians don't belong to gyms, but they never let their bodies grow idle. Movement is built into their days. Story: meet Maria 102 from Sardinia. Maria doesn't do exercise in the modern sense. She wakes with the sun, sweeps her porch, tends rows of tomatoes and herbs, bends to plant seedlings, and walks to the neighbor's house for tea. She says she doesn't move for health. She moves because that's what life requires. Still, by staying consistently active, she keeps her balance, uses her muscles, and sleeps well. Why it matters: simply muscles, joints, and bones respond to use. When you move regularly, even gently, you preserve strength, flexibility, and balance. That reduces the chance of falls, keeps you independent, and helps your heart and lungs work better, all without needing intense workouts. How to start: practical steps. Aim for short, frequent movement sessions. 5 to 10 minutes every hour is more powerful than one long session a week. Choose activities with purpose: gardening, walking to the mailbox, carrying groceries, household chores, or playing with grandchildren. Add balance and strength moves you can do at home. Sit to stand from a chair, heel raises while holding the back of a chair, light resistance with bands. 10 repetitions of a simple move twice a day is progress. Build movement into rituals. Stretch when you brew your morning coffee. Walk during phone calls. Common adaptations and cautions. If mobility is limited, seated exercise is gentle arm and leg lifts, and guided chair yoga can maintain circulation and muscle tone. Always check with a clinician if you have unstable medical conditions. But remember, most movement can be adapted safely. Secret 2. They eat simply, mostly whole foods, and practice moderation. Centenarians' meals are usually straightforward: fresh, unprocessed, modest portions, and often seasonal and local. Story: Mr. Tanaka 101 from Okinawa follows Hara Hachibiyu, stopping when he feels about 80% full. His lunch is miso soup, a small bowl of rice, some greens, and grilled fish. He savors flavors and rarely eats out of boredom. He believes the calm of the shared meal matters as much as the food itself. Why it matters: simply eating whole foods gives your body clean, digestible fuel. Smaller portions reduce stress on metabolism and digestion. Fresh vegetables, legumes, modest protein, and healthy fats provide nutrients for muscle, brain, and immune health without overloading the system. How to start: practical steps. Slow down. Put your fork down between bites and notice when you feel comfortably satisfied. Focus on plants. Add a salad, steamed vegetables, or fruit to a meal. Reduce processed foods gradually. Swap sugary snacks for nuts or fruit. Favor simple preparation: grill, steam, or lightly saute rather than deep frying. Keep routine. Regular meal times help digestion and energy levels. Practical caveat: good nutrition is personal. If you have specific health conditions, ask a dietitian. But the broad principle is universal: less processed food, smaller portions, and the pleasure of eating mindfully. Secret 3. They protect and nourish social bonds. Loneliness is a risk factor for poor health. Centenarians usually maintain daily, weekly, or ritualized social contact. Story: George 101 in Oklahoma meets friends each evening on the front porch for coffee and talk. When one neighbor fell ill, the group organized meals and company. George says it's the conversations, sharing small complaints, a joke, a memory, that keep him going. Why it matters: simply, humans are social animals. Connection affects mood, stress hormones, sleep, and motivation. Feeling known reduces risk of depression and keeps people engaged with life. which in turn encourages healthy routines. How to start, practical steps. Schedule one social contact a week, a call, a walk with a neighbor, a volunteer slot, or a local class. Rekindle small rituals, a Sunday phone call with a relative, a weekly coffee with a friend, or a table at community center. Mix generations. Spend time with younger people, grandchildren, students, or neighbors. Teaching and listening both benefit the heart. Use tech gently. Video calls can bridge distance. Practice with a patient friend. Managing losses. If friendships have been lost, start small. Join a book club, gardening group, or a class. Volunteering creates connection and purpose. Secret 4. They keep purpose and meaning at the center. Centenarians tend to have reasons to get out of bed. Caring for others, creating, contributing, or learning. Story. Florence, 103, knits blankets for newborns at a hospital. She could rest, but she chooses to create. When people receive a blanket, she gets a card. Those cards line her kitchen wall. They remind her that she still matters. Why it matters? Simply purpose fuels motivation. It drives physical activity, social contact, curiosity, and emotional resilience. Purpose is a form of psychological nutrient. It keeps you invested in life's routines and relationships. How to start, practical steps. Make a small list. 3 things you care about that you can still do. Keep it realistic. Try micro-volunteering. Short, regular tasks that help others. A weekly phone check-in, reading to a child, or quilting for a community project. Combine purpose with existing skills. Garden if you love plants. Cook for neighbors if you love food. Reframe roles. Being a friend, mentor, pet owner, or hobbyist can be a meaningful purpose. Warning against perfection. Purpose need not be heroic. Small, steady acts of usefulness add up and sustain well-being. Secret 5. They develop emotional resilience, letting go, holding on to joy. Centenarians frequently describe a calm acceptance of life's rhythm. They don't say everything was easy. They say they learned to let go. Story. Luis, a 100-year-old farmer in Costa Rica, lost family members and weathered hard seasons. He learned to greet each morning and let go of what he couldn't change. He practices quiet time, sitting on his porch, watching the sunrise, and says it steadies him. Why it matters? Simply stress is draining. Constant worry fuels inflammation, disturbs sleep, and slows recovery. Learning to manage stress through acceptance, routine, or small rituals protects your energy and supports the immune system. How to start, practical steps. Build short calming practices. 3 deep breaths before getting out of bed, a 5-minute walk without your phone, or a brief gratitude moment at dinner. Practice letting go of small irritations. Pick one recurring worry and ask, is this actionable? If not, hand it off mentally. Keep rituals for sorrow and joy. Attend memorials, celebrate small wins, and maintain traditions. Seek forgiveness where needed. Releasing resentment lightens emotional load. When to seek help. If grief or worry feels overwhelming or persistent, professional support, talk therapy, or counseling can help. Emotional resilience isn't about ignoring pain. It's about learning to carry it differently. Secret 6. They stay curious. Lifelong learning keeps the mind and spirit bright. Curiosity is a common thread. Centenarians keep their minds active by learning new things, staying informed, and trying hobbies. Story. Helen, 101, in Australia, took a piano at 99. She spends 20 minutes every morning practicing scales. Her fingers are slower than a young player's, but she lights up when she plays. Learning makes her feel younger. Why it matters? Simply learning stimulates new neural connections. It keeps attention, memory, and problem-solving sharper. Curiosity also combats boredom and brings joy, 2 ingredients for a lively life. How to start, practical steps. Pick a small, achievable learning goal, a poem, a new recipe, a language app for 5 minutes daily, or a local class. Use low-pressure environments, library groups, community college courses, or online videos designed for beginners. Combine curiosity with socializing. Join a discussion group or a craft circle. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Learning is about the process, not the immediate outcome. Putting the 6 secrets together. A practical weekly plan. Small daily choices stack into big differences over months and years. Here's a gentle 1-week starter plan that blends the 6 secrets. Day 1, movement. Take 3 10-minute walks today. 1 after breakfast, 1 mid-afternoon, 1 after dinner. Add 2 chair sit-to-stand sets of 10 reps. Day 2, food. Add a colorful vegetable to 2 meals. Practice eating slowly. Set your fork down between bites. Day 3, connection. Call or meet one person you care about. Share a memory or listen. Day 4, purpose. Choose a small, helpful task for your week. Write a note, volunteer for 30 minutes, or care for a plant. Day 5, calm. Practice 5 minutes of quiet breathing in the morning. Notice how your mood shifts. Day 6, curiosity. Try one short lesson, a new song, a how-to video, or a short article on something unfamiliar. Day 7, reflection. Journal or speak aloud 3 things that brought you joy this week. Tiny habits become identity. When you do one small thing consistently, you begin to see yourself differently, as someone who moves, who connects, who learns. Common myths and honest realities. Myth: you must be perfect to age well. Reality: perfection is not required. Centenarians aren't flawless. They adapt, forgive, and find meaning in small steps. Myth: it's too late to start. Reality: people who change habits in their 60s, 70s, or 80s still gain physical and emotional benefits. Improvements compound quickly. Myth: longevity equals isolation. Reality: strong social ties are a hallmark of long-lived people. Longevity without connection is often empty. Connection enriches life. Gentle encouragement for different abilities. Not everyone can garden, walk long distances, or volunteer outside the home. That's okay. The core idea is adaptation. Replace high-impact movement with seated exercises, group connection with phone calls or short visits, and public volunteering with online mentoring or letter writing. Purpose and curiosity can be entirely home-based and still life-enhancing. Short reminders you can use daily. Move a little, often, eat with attention. Reach out and reconnect. Do one small helpful thing each week. Give yourself permission to let go of needless worry. Try something new, however small. Reflection and call to action. Which of these 6 secrets resonates most with you today? Is there one small step you feel ready to try right now? If you're willing, write it in the comments. Your intention may inspire someone else. And please tell us, do you know someone who lives vibrantly after 80, 90, or 100? Share a short story about them below. If this video gave you useful, hopeful ideas, please click like. Subscribe for more practical, compassionate guidance about aging well, and share this with a friend or family member who'd appreciate these gentle, real-world tips. Thank you for watching. May your days be active, meaningful, connected, calm, curious, and kind.